Success often comes to those who are fearless in pursuing their dreams. However, living fearlessly means far from living without fear. It implies taking chances and dreaming big, even if it is uncomfortable. In addition, fear can be a great tool to teach you life lessons, or it could be a warning sign as well. When you can identify and distinguish between productive fear and unproductive fear, you are much more likely to be able to succeed and grow as a person. Hey everybody, welcome to Life Mastery Hack. Today we're going over the 10 ways on how to be fearless. But before we get into the actual video, make sure to subscribe for more videos like this. Now let's get into it. Number 1. Be aware of your fear. The first thing is, in order to overcome your fear, you must admit that you have it. Some of you may feel that fear is becoming your everyday standard, and overcoming all of that at once is quite challenging. Make a list of the things you have to fear about in your life, because simply thinking about them in your head makes your fear even bigger. So step out of the loop of being stuck in your fear and let's start facing it. Number 2. Name your inner critic. It is impossible for us to escape from our own worst critic, who constantly warns us against taking any risks and preaches doubt at every possible opportunity. Despite this, all humans are able to relate to it as it is the most natural part of ourselves, and it's simply trying to protect us. However, we can use this in a better way instead of just purely following what it says. When you feel frightened the most, the voice of fear in your head will be screaming its loudest. Identifying your fear by giving it a name helps you to be aware of it better. Those voices are your emotion, yet those don't represent reality. They are not you. That power shouldn't belong in your hands to prevent you from taking the lead in your life. You can start calling those voices however you want, like little chicken, liar, lifeguard, etc. So you can come to recognize that you are separated from your fear. When your fear reminds you of all the risks like the overprotective parent, name that fear and recognize it. Then, show it who's really in charge of your life. Number 3. Find someone to share. We tend to hold back the negativity because we often fear what others might think. However, by sharing your story, you will discover that many people feel the same way as you do and have similar experiences to tell. How do you feel about the fear of success or failure? Being able to express yourself with someone can allow you to examine what you really want from life and where your fears are coming from. Number 4. Understand the risk of inaction. Playing it safe often turns out to be more risky than not. Humans are good at imagining how horrible it will be if they fail at risking. However, we are often incapable of imagining how we'll feel in a year if we choose not to take risks. We often overlook the positive aspects of stepping outside our comfort zone so that we only think about what could go wrong. Staying in a comfort zone is often easier than leaving it, so that we rarely think about what we will lose if we choose to stay in our comfort zone. In order to overcome your fear of risk, imagine what it would be like 10 years from now if you keep allowing the fear that undermined your actions until now to influence your current actions. Try to picture yourself staring into a mirror 5 years or 10 years or even longer periods of time from now if you were to let your fear dictate your actions. Ask how you will be feeling if you keep staying in that comfort zone. Furthermore, you should also imagine your future self, where you accomplish all the things you were scared about by taking actions despite all the fears. At the end of the day, almost everyone regrets not taking more risks than taking them. Therefore, the cost of not taking risks should not be underestimated. Moreover, things that aren't working now will only get worse if you choose to ignore them. Taking the easy way out is costly for the overall quality of your life in the long run. Face your fears and you will be glad you did. Number 5. Get inspired from watching fearless people. Make a mental blueprint of your future self by watching fearless people. You should meet as many role models as possible. It doesn't matter if it's a person on the internet or if you found them through a book. Having someone who inspires you can impact your life for the better. You can take advantage of these examples and face your fears. Number 6. Treat your failure as a part of success. Changing the context of failure can also reduce fear of failure. Fear of failure has the power to paralyze a lot of people. It becomes a lot easier to handle failure once you start thinking that failure is an unavoidable process of success. Take a moment to think of all the times you learned something from things you messed up. and start thinking of your future failures as opportunities for you to learn. Any fear you experience will seem less terrifying if you see every setback as a chance for growth. Number 7. Take that risk. Throughout our lives, there will be moments when we are challenged to let go of what we know and step into the unknown. We must have courage in these moments. In fact, the more often you put yourself out there where most people are scared of, you will start to see the right people who can open new doors, help you learn or expand your perspective. It is because of your constant effort, not because of luck. We most likely fail a lot more often from fear than from overconfidence. In life, there is never a right time to make a change, to step into a new future that comes to you. Right now is the best time to make that change. When you simply take one step toward your dreams, you're showing yourself and the universe that you're serious about creating a greater future than the one you had in the past or the one you currently have. Quit waiting until you get the permission. No one will give you that permission besides yourself. The universe won't give you what you want until you take real action. Take the first adventurous and terrifying step towards that future as soon as you face it. You would never be 100% sure to take those actions. Get used to starting right away. The universe will respond to you when you change, but never wait for that permission. Number 8. Input mindfulness into your life. Being in tune with your emotions will make it a lot easier to overcome fears. Practicing mindfulness every day will assist you in recognizing, understanding, and processing your feelings. By practicing techniques such as meditation and deep breathing, you can achieve harmony between your body and your mind. If you learn to recognize your emotions as they arise, you'll find it easier to deal with, ignore, or manage your fears. For those who have never meditated, there are a lot of apps and YouTube videos online that teach you about guided mindfulness. You will be able to maintain more calm when you face fear in a daily life by practicing mindfulness. Number 9. Try to focus on a bright side of the fear. Even when things aren't going according to plan, it is always helpful to look for the bright side. The more you practice constantly looking for the bright side whenever fear or doubt shows up, the more control you'll regain over your emotions. Fear happens to everyone, but it is your choice to start thinking about and looking for the bright side of it. This positive mindset can make you less likely to give in to your fear and uncertainty. For instance, if you're afraid of heights and somehow end up riding a roller coaster with your friends, you can focus on the beautiful view or the fresh air. Number 10. Build bravery. For those who have never done push-ups before, doing it 10 times could be quite challenging. However, when you start to train and start doing 10 push-ups every day, it will feel easy over time, and you'll start looking forward to it. Bravery is the same way. It's like a muscle. Consistently showing up and ignoring discomfort will help you build more courage over time. Eventually, it will take less effort to do bigger and braver things. Just like any other skill, courage can be learned and mastered by practicing. You just have to be dedicated to doing so. The more comfortable you grow with discomfort, the fewer things that scare you. It is as simple as acting fearless, which leads to less fear. When you own them and get to work despite the fear, any fear you have will eventually disappear. So face it and don't let it stop you. It will open the door for your great future and you won't regret it. Alright, that's it for the video. Thanks for watching until the end. If you find this video helpful in any way, make sure to like and hit the subscribe button. Now check out this video of how to master social skills as an introvert in 13 ways, and I'll see you guys in the next video.